offensively, I've been impressed with kind of a scheme change that they do defensively on third downs. They go from basically a 4-down package to kind of a mixture of an odd front where they dance the defensive lineman around and do a nice job with it. Really do. They're looking at 39% conversion rate on third down and have the ability to get to the passer with those unique pressures. So our offensive line worked hard on that today. We also worked extremely hard on our return game in the special teams. You look at last week's game and how important our kickoff return team was of setting up field position for us, and hopefully maybe we get a pitch to hit on punt return to Dory maybe one time in this game. So we worked on that hard. Hopefully we worked a little bit of wet ball drill today. We're hoping that the rain stays away on Saturday, and did that, and got some guys back. You saw Juju come back and have the opportunity to practice a little bit today, which was great. Stevie really looked good today. Got Josh Fatu back today. So getting healthy for this late stretch run. With that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
Stevie was saying, not now, but when he first came in, he thought there was a big drop-off between Utah's defensive line and this defensive line. What were your assessments of where you guys were at?
Well, we knew in the beginning, we knew that the numbers were scarce, and we knew that we needed some development at the position. And I credit, one, the ability to have Stevie here and the maturity that he's brought has helped. And then you see the growth of a Rasheem Green. What a great year he's had. You see the growth of the two edge players with Porter Gustin and Chinna. So that's a lot of credit to Clancy and to Johnny Nansen and to KU about really developing kids. That's what we do here. That's why they put coach in front of your name. Is we've taken exactly what we have, which we feel are talented kids, but we're just young, and have progressed them through the year. So credit to them. They've gotten better with each and every game.
For the class of seniors that's playing their last game Saturday, they're a group that's played for 4 head coaches here in Kiffin. Do you think there's a class like that ever?
I think this class has been the ultimate and battle tested. They've done a terrific job through the high times and the lows and stayed even keeled, and now they have a chance to do something really special down the stretch here. To have the opportunity to go through November undefeated, October undefeated, the ability to bring the victory bell and the shillelagh possibly home, and the ability to possibly go undefeated in the Coliseum their senior year. So it speaks volumes of the type of men they are, and they're guys that we have a lot of respect for, and they've carried us through this year, most definitely.
What's the difference in the way that Rojo's running now between from the first handful of games?
I see an extreme air of confidence. As a young player, sometimes all you need is to have just a little bit of success, and then it just snowballs. And I see that confidence growing with each and every game. He works hard at it. He's been the guy that's been behind Justin and having said there too, and now he's kind of in the lead position with those injuries, and I think he's not only accepted it, but he's lived up to the challenge, and really proud of what he's done. Hopefully it'll keep going. He's been a big reason why we're rushing for 200 yards a game.
He's a guy who kind of wears his emotions on his sleeve. You kind of tell how he's feeling.
Oh, no question.
How do you see that confidence? Like, what's the difference that you see in that confidence?
I see a guy that's happy playing the game of football right now. I think when you have such a good freshman year, sometimes the weight of the world's on your shoulders, and there's that anticipation of always, having to perform. And I think he's in a place right now where he's very relaxed, and he's got an air of confidence in his ability and how he's playing as a whole, and not only in running the ball, but pass protecting, catching the ball out of the backfield. And I'm happy for him. He's made us a better team. I know that.
Talking about the 4 coaches, actually you coached them 3 different times.
Yes, sir.
How different are you, the guy that coached him in Las Vegas and the guy who's coaching him now?
Extremely different. I think that the lessons that you learn through success and failures grow you as a coach. My dad has always told me, don't ever stop learning or trying to get better as a coach, and picking things up from not only the men that are around you, but other coaches. And I thank God for every experience that I've had, whether it's been good or bad, because it's made some thick skin. It's made me a little bit more battle tested. It's taught me how important poise and not panicking is, and it's taught me what the three most important things are, and that's, you know, helping these kids win ball games, helping them graduate, and creating a great experience for them. And that's what I've taken away from my time here. I wouldn't trade it. It's been the best 7 years of my life. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Seniors are going to be honored for the game, but in terms of starters, are you going to go with what you've been going with? In other words, is Justin Davis going to get a start, or are you going to just stay with Rojo?
We'll end up doing like we have been. You know, it's a very important game for us, and we're gonna honor everybody as far as our seniors. You know, obviously before the game, and really try to do our best to make sure that every senior plays in the game at some point in time. But we do have a game to win, and we've got a game plan, and every play counts. You know, so you know, we'll start how we've been doing. Good question, by the way.
Is the way you guys been playing, is this as good as you've played since you've been at SC?
I would say this month of November, we're playing as together as a team as probably since I've been here. You know, I look at us in all three phases, and all three phases are playing together. You know, it's not just one phase leading the way. It feels very balanced to me, whether it's our special teams coverages and blocking field goals and setting up field position, or defense stopping a run, getting off on third down, or offense, you know, putting the ball in the end zone, scoring 37 points a game over this last 2 months. You know, it just feels like all three phases are playing together extremely well and leaning on each other. When one falters a little bit, the other one has risen up, and so we're playing good football. Now the challenge obviously is to finish not only this game but the month of December.
When you named Sam the guy in September, you were pretty confident about him stepping in as a redshirt freshman. Now people are starting to talk about him in Heisman Trophy or that sort of stuff in that conversation. Has he surpassed even your expectations? Did you kind of foresee him having the type of season he's had?
You know, I don't think you can ever say, gosh, he's going to have this type of season. You know he's ultra talented. You know he's got that mindset of always being at his best. But until you actually see a guy in a live game when the lights are on, you never know. And then the good thing was to be able to see him in those first 3 games and see his poise and see that the stage wasn't too big for him. And then what he's done from that point on has been one of the reasons we've been successful down the stretch here. Do you hope for it? Yeah. Do you got a good feeling that it could happen? Yeah, or you don't make that choice. But you never know until you put him in, and credit to him, he's done an unbelievable job.
Speaking of choices, that week of the Utah game, I thought you made 2 critical choices. One was to name Sam Darnold as a new starter, but also you changed the tempo, the mentality in practice from a lot of loud to guys really kind of dialed in. When you look back at some hard decisions that I'm sure you had to make, do you think that for you as a program was kind of like the start of the turning point?
It really was that week of preparation. And that's why I felt so bad after the game, is how hard they prepared. They prepared in the right way, and then they went out and performed and just lost a really close game in a hostile atmosphere in the last 16 seconds. I mean, those are games that are going to happen, and you hope you don't. You hope they don't convert a 3rd and 15 and a 3rd and 10 in the last drive. But I saw how they prepared, and I was like, man, just sell them on this. This is the way that if you prepare like this each and every week, that good things are going to happen. You had seen the progress they had made, and then they were just completely, the blinders were on. So we sold them on that the rest of the way, and they've done a great job with it. They really have. I mean, the coaching staff has done a great job, but at the end of the day, it's about the players, and the players have done a tremendous job of buying into what we're selling and really wanting it for them and their families. Good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.